in Egypt. Upon arriving in Alexandria, they found lodging with a very wealthy Jew who was descended from King David and therefore distantly related to Joseph. They were given shelter in a luxurious home, and Joseph was able to support his family well because he soon found work. He worked as a carpenter for several months and then was promoted to foreman of a large crew of workers on public buildings. Because of this new experience, he later dared to take the step of becoming a contractor himself when they were back in Nazareth. They confided in their Jewish hosts, telling them that Jesus was a child of promise and that they had fled from Bethlehem because of it. As a result of the uncertainty and anxiety during their stay in Bethlehem, Mary did not wean the baby until they were safely ensconced in Alexandria. During these first years of Jesus' life, when he was still a helpless infant, Mary kept constant watch so that nothing could happen to her child. In the house where she lived were 2 other children of about the same age. When Jesus was learning to walk, Mary was inclined to keep him close to her. She was afraid that something would happen to him and kept him away from the other children. But Joseph was finally able to convince her that such a course of action would deprive Jesus of the useful experience of learning to adapt to other children. When Mary finally realized that if she kept her child too much under her care, it might deprive him of his spontaneity and make him somewhat self-centered, she finally agreed to let the child of promise grow up like other children. Although she kept to this decision, she set herself the task of always keeping an eye on the toddlers as they played with each other. During these 2 years in Alexandria, Jesus enjoyed good health and went through the toddler stage well. Although life was good in Alexandria, Joseph missed his village of Nazareth, and when he heard after 2 years that King Herod had died, he began to make plans to return to Galilee. Apart from their host and a few other relatives, no one had been told that Jesus was a child of promise. However, the host did reveal this to a few rabbis. These high clergy came to the home of Joseph's relative shortly before their return to Palestine to wish the family a good journey and pay their respects to the child. On this occasion, they presented Jesus with a scroll of the Hebrew scriptures in the Greek language. This gift was handed over only after they had finally declined the invitation to stay in Egypt. These rabbis emphasized that this child would be able to exert a much greater influence in the world from Alexandria than from any city in Palestine. Joseph and Mary eventually left Alexandria by ship for Joppa, and after some more wandering, traveled on to Nazareth.